Welcome to another Castos workshop video where we break down some of the key concepts to podcasting and the how-to parts for seriously simple podcasting, plus the Castos podcast hosting platform. Today we're going to look at hosting and managing unlimited podcasts out of a single WordPress website. But wait, before we continue, we must understand two things. Number one, what a podcast feed is, and number two, what a seriously simple podcasting series is. Let's take a look. Think of running a sports podcast network. You might have a podcast about football, basketball, and baseball. Each sport has their own podcast, and each of those podcasts automatically go to the bigger sports network podcast. A feed is what is sent to iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, etc. The feed is also known as an RSS feed, and it is a 21-year-old open standard for the web, which means that it's not owned by any one organization or company. It's what makes podcasting open and available to anyone. Next, we have to understand seriously simple podcasting series inside of WordPress. A series is like having another podcast which lives under your primary podcast. Remember the sports network analogy from before? Each series created will allow you to upload episodes and write WordPress posts directly to that series. Each series will come with its own feed for you to distribute into podcasting directories around the web. So how does this all come together? Each time you publish an episode in one of your series, it will automatically be distributed into your default feed. The Sports Network podcast will get all of the episodes from the football series, the basketball series, and the baseball series, and so on. However, if the Sports Network default feed publishes an episode, none of the series below it will receive that episode. This is how seriously simple podcasting allows you to create a podcast network out of one WordPress website. But what if you don't want to send series episodes into the default feed? You can exclude entire series from the podcast feed. That enables you to run individual podcast series independent from your default feed. Not a bad way to run as many podcasts as you want from one single WordPress website.